Top of the top of the top. Good morning, good morning. This is Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. I am your host, Daryl, with the most. And I got my green shirt, my green hoodie sweaty, my green sweaty hoodie partner with me. See, I tried to be funny and that didn't come out right. I guess I got to stop trolling that shit because you wearing the same hoodie, I'm wearing the same shorts. Corey G, what's good with you, baby?
Hey, not much, man. Not much. Ready for a good day.
Yeah, good day yesterday, man.
It was. We had some good basketball too, man. I watched some of those games. What was it that Brooklyn Washington game? Great
Yeah.
game. Yeah, there was some good basketball yesterday, man. I think
Yeah.
we're finally there, man.
Hmm.
Few health and protocol guys here and there, but for the most
Yeah.
part, we're getting uh we're getting some good basketball here heading into the All-Star break.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the funny thing, man, is this is where I kind of feel like I start seeing the board really clearly.
Yeah, I mean it's
Right.
it's easier when there's all of a sudden there's trends, there's usage rates,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
they're not just, "Oh, shit, we gotta figure out what 8 players are playing tonight,"
Right.
and the
Yeah.
other team's gotta figure it out too, so,
Yeah.
yeah, this is a good time for capping right now.
And I was saying, man, funny thing is I was saying even yesterday that it was for a minute there, man, you just had to really look at props, right? You had to look at props because all the Omarion shit that was going on. But now that everything is leveling out, you've had pretty much every type of scenario, a back-to-back game, a back-to-back travel, you know what I'm saying? Uh, 3 games in 5 nights, long breaks, rest advantages, shit like that. Short short rotations because you don't have all your set pieces there. I mean, it's you've seen just about everything right now, right? So you could it's a, I some of these lines are going to be sharp, but it's okay to look at sides and think you might have an advantage, because it's everything is leveling out. So I like it, man. I like where we are right now in the association. Did see some great ball. So let's talk about it, man. Let's get into about last night. So Pascal Siakam will not let me be great. Milwaukee didn't want me to be great either, right? But that overcashed. Memphis lost to Milwaukee. We didn't want to pick a side there. I didn't like the sides at all because of this reason, right? You had too many set pieces out for Memphis. They lost 114 to 126. Orlando kind of kept it up for a minute, man. I don't know what Orlando thought they was doing. They probably ruined a lot of tickets in the beginning, right? But
Mo Bamba
Orlando,
was lights out in the first half,
yeah,
man.
yeah, man. What, 7 threes?
7th I think he had 32 at half,
Bro,
something crazy, 28 at half,
yeah,
and, but he poked the beast, man.
he did.
Embiid, 50 points in 27 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That those points props have been cashing. You probably got some juice on it now. But remember, yesterday I was like, "Yo, you could probably get him." He's been averaging over 30, and his props is sitting at, or his points props was at 29.
Yeah, I think they were scared of the blowout, him not playing too much
That's
late,
what
but
it was. Yeah, that's
Orlando
what
was
it
able
was.
to keep it competitive enough
Yeah,
there for a while. So
yeah,
then, man, I would have been had you played Philly there, they almost gave away the spread
yeah.
at
They
the
did.
end. That was crazy. They were up like 20 and then
Hmm.
just completely let off the gas. And Orlando
Yeah,
gets it back to 13 and misses a shot to make it 11 and beat the spread.
yeah. Almost there. I'm telling you, man, that game was kind of trippy there. But yeah, they did wind up losing by or 13 points,
Mhm.
110 to 123. So you did cash, but Philly almost let that get away. Brooklyn, that game went over also. Overs yesterday,
Mhm.
right? Lots of overs. Philly or Brooklyn goes into Washington. A lot of people were liking Washington. I like Brooklyn. I did. They win 119 to 118. They covered there. They all Brooklyn had to do is win, and they did that. And so I wish I would have got to the window with that. But Brooklyn's kind of up and down. Still a good team. Minnesota, that was kind of crazy. That was a crazy game. 122 to 134. Ant-Man gets ejected after getting teed up. They lost to Atlanta. So this game against Milwaukee may not really be an anomaly. May not be an anomaly. I liked Minnesota quick, fast, and in a hurry, right? That's why I took them first quarter. So they cashed.
Yeah, but this game, I mean, it doesn't say much about Atlanta. It just goes back to the point. Is that back-to-back with travel, man? You don't have the legs in the second half.
You don't.
Minnesota was dominating that game, and then they
They
Beverly
lose Ant-Man.
Yeah, you lose Ant-Man. And you could just see they were gassed in the second half, man, and they got blasted by Atlanta, who wanted to keep pushing the pace. So
yeah.
I mean, I think we can honestly probably get a good line against Atlanta in their next game because people are going to look too much into these back-to-back wins.
Right. So you think this is one of those things to where either the books will adjust, or you think there'll be a lot of the public on Atlanta because of these 2 wins, not really seeing the scenarios on how they won?
Yeah, exactly. I think the public will get on board.
Yeah. I get it.
And the books too. I mean, they're going to see, they can only do so much. They use algorithms. There's not a person there deciding the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got back-to-back nice wins, man. Milwaukee beat Minnesota, but the Milwaukee game there's nothing to say there besides it was not their night. But
Tully, I already told you
man, I mean, they were getting destroyed in the first half by Minnesota.
Yeah.
So
Milwaukee was doing the same thing in the first quarter against them in that game also, right? So yeah, you do have a point. They do win by 12 though. So if you took Atlanta, you were on the right side, you cashed. That game also went over by 20 points. Trey put up a pretty nice, decent game. He was pretty nice. Charlotte, that was another play I was on. Man. Sprinkled a little bit, or wanted to sprinkle a little bit on a money line. Didn't get there, but I did take the plus 3.5. They did beat Boston outright, 111 to 102. I really like Charlotte a lot, man. I did. I like them. That game went under by 9, but it was one of those things to where you knew it was going to be a low-scoring game. They've played before, so I did like Charlotte. If you look at them as a body of work, I just thought they were a better matchup against Boston, especially with no Smart. So they get it done. My I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is play was on Miami. I didn't care about that line, bro. I didn't care about that line at all, right?
That one was dicey, though.
Yeah, it was kind of dicey, but at the same token, you had, man, these refs was throwing out tees like Oprah.
Yeah.
You get a tech. Everybody.
Even with Butler, they were losing with Butler. They were down big with Butler in the game.
That's true. But here's the thing about it. And this is why it was really my I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is play. Miami is quietly tied for first or right there, right? And they haven't been healthy the entire year, right? They haven't had Bam for a minute. He's gotten back. Butler was off and on, but he was out for a minute because of his back. We still need an APB on Markeith, your wing guy, right? So COVID went through them a couple of times, right? There were people sitting in and out for the protocol. You still don't have no Oladipo, right? I mean, this team has been decimated, and they've come out and won big with just 9 guys. So it's just one of those things to where when you take a step back and look at their body of work, you realize they have not been a healthy team all year. And there's a couple teams like that, but Miami's definitely like that. No Kyle Lowry, he's out for personal reasons. Don't know what the fuck is going on. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, there's no way in the world that I would think that they would turn around and lose to Portland. So yeah, I was on it, man. I was on it. That game went under though. But if you took Miami, you cashed. You got the extra 2 points. So yeah, 92 to 104. That was my I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is game. Cleveland. We talked about this. That line was funny, man. I think the books took a lot of money. The books took a lot of money yesterday, right? 104 to 117 to a decimated Chicago team. That's wild, bro. That's wild. That is very wild how they turn around and just have a good game. Alex Caruso comes back in and he plays well. He does what he's supposed to do. Cleveland does cover the first quarter, I believe, right? Yeah, they cover that first quarter. They lose first half.
Got destroyed from that point on.
Yeah, from there, Chicago was like, all right, hold up, dog. Interesting stat I was listening to on a show. You know, they are last in 3-point attempts per game, but they are first in 3-point percentage.
Cleveland?
No, Chicago.
Oh, Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago. So they don't shoot threes, but the threes they shoot, they make.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I always thought that was a good idea. Shout out to my man Sparks. I see you, brother. It's been a long time, man. A long time. I hope you're doing well, my guy. Next game. This is the game that I was like, good morning to everyone, for the exception of everybody around Pascal Siakam. 98-102. They lost that fucking game. What did you now? You were watching that game closely, man. I'm off the assist train right now when I see Pascal at plus money. What did you see? I know it was another bad fucking shooting night.
It was just one of those things. I don't think it's out yet. I'll look up the potential assists here when it comes out in a minute. But I mean, they just missed. They missed so many shots that he was dishing out. And then you get Van Fleet, I think, has 12 assists in the game. It was just one of those games, man. It was a slower game.
And I knew it would be that.
You know, yeah, we talk. I mean, Dallas is the real deal, man. I think that game was a push, though. Didn't we have Toronto +4 there?
Yeah, that game was a push.
Yeah, I mean that.
If you got in really, really, really early, I mean, you saw some 4.5s there. It might have closed at 4.5, right? So that you would have lost money, but if you got it early, you were at that 4. I didn't take a side, right? The only thing I wanted was Siakam's assist, but I did like Toronto. I did like Toronto.
Yeah, Siakam. It was there, man. I mean, you could probably give it a look in the next game again. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
A couple nights ago, they didn't hit a shot. He doesn't hit. When they're shooting well, playing well, he gets 10 assists. So it's not even close.
Yeah, they got to shoot well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the potential assists will come in around 16 or something like that.
Yeah.
So not a bad look. They just, his biggest connections with Scotty Barnes, man. Scotty Barnes was in foul trouble early.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that kind of hurt him. He had 3 in the first quarter, though, and that's what he finished with for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one of those games with props where it just didn't go our way. But
right.
He played well. He looked good.
Yeah, and I do like that connection. But now I'm starting to kind of read how the books look at Siakam's assists, because both of the times I've bet him, right, he's been plus money. It's a little plus money here, and I know that kind of makes a difference, and it's not really telling the whole story. But at the same time, you could tell when they expect him to go off and go over. So maybe I got to look more deeper into the numbers and see why it would be plus. Because if anything, I thought they would raise the number, but they're not doing
it. Did. That's why you got the plus money yesterday, is because he went from 4.5 up to 5.5.
Right.
So they put it at +1 too, because they had his assist set at 5.
Yeah. So they might have actually fucking got some Pascal Siakam money on his assists.
Oh,
so
yeah, they may
probably be looking at them. Yeah. Next game, man. OKC at San Antonio. We were heavy first quarter, right?
Yep.
Heavy first quarter. That cashed. 96-118 was the total. Final score for the game. We took full game too, man. That was one of those things too where I took them full game. Didn't make that an official play on the show, but the plays that we're keeping on our spreadsheet, I did play them. They covered that 6.5. That game went under. Rockets at Utah. What did I tell you? What were we talking about, Corey?
Hey, don't bet Utah without Mitchell.
Bet Utah, dog. They're not covering spreads. You listened to the show yesterday. It was like, yo, Houston can come out and just cover this. Not only did they cover, they beat them 116-111. That game barely went to the under by 3. Big game, man. I didn't want no smoke in it. Clippers at Denver, 128-130. That went into overtime. I don't care, man. I just, I'm not a Clipper or Denver fan, so I could care less. Another game I could care less about, but it was a close game. The funny things were those two games were actually good. Right? They're actually good games. But Detroit at Sacramento, Detroit gets it done. They get it done. 133-131. And then good morning to everyone, for the exception of the fucking Lakers. Jesus. This is just, I have no words, man. You're up in the third quarter by 4, I believe. You're up in the third quarter, and probably, arguably, some people may say that's your worst quarter as a Laker. You're up and you lose. You lose, man. DeMontis just has a feast. Assists, I think he went on a triple-double or close to it. He had a nasty game yesterday. But they lose. Lakers lose to the goddamn Pacers, dog. 111 to 104. Why? And then you had those comments come out from Vogel because he had sat Westbrook in the last 15 minutes. Or not 15, I'm sorry, last 5 or 4 minutes. Man, it's not looking good right now. It's not looking good. He said something to the fact to where I just wanted to have the players I thought who could win the game in. That's shade, bro. That's shade. But Westbrook had a really bad night. I want to say he was 5 for something. 4 for 6 for the 3, but he was 5 for 17.
He's just not efficient right now, man.
Yeah.
I sent you guys that stat the other day. The guy's got like 180
185
turnovers, 110
points
jump
and
shots
100.
made.
Yeah.
That's not a good stat, man. That's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I got a note here, man. I'm not seeing it on the injury report yet, though. But Sabonis's ankle sprain,
Yeah.
Carlisle says probably going to be significant. I wonder if he sits tonight.
Well, that would explain the number.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, yeah. So that was about last night. Let's talk about these 3 games. Short slate, man. Big yesterday, small today. First game of the evening, man. It is New Orleans at right now. Still, New York minus 3.5 total on this game is 210.5. Not much movement there. People might just be tired right now from all the ball, and they were betting yesterday, right? Not too much movement on these games. This line came in really early. If you would have saw this line on yesterday, this line was at 2.5. And just like that, I refreshed my screen. It's at 4. New York minus 4. I'm going to tell you, man, I look deep into these numbers, but it seems like this would be a game that's great for New Orleans in the first half, right? I don't know. I mean, New York right now has come off a loss to Boston, or excuse me, they've come off a loss to Minnesota. That was a, wire to wire game as far as like how this game played out. I mean, it came down to the last shot, 110 to 112. The game before that, they lost to Charlotte 97 to 87. You went on that win streak. I think New York can win this game, obviously. Obviously can win this game. They have a kind of long break, right? Today is the 19th, the 20th. So you can have 3 days off. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You'll play again Sunday, right? So kind of refresh, and that's at home against the Clippers. I do believe this is a game New York can win, should be able to win. The angle on this game, the way this game should be able to play out is New Orleans would come alive that first and second quarter, right? And then New York turns it on. New Orleans has a longer break. They don't play until Monday, right? But they travel back home and they play Indy and then go to Philly. So their routine gets a little tricky as far as what they're doing. I do like New York here. I think New York can get it done. You're not going to see a 3-game skid here. I don't see it. Not against New Orleans. This is a get-right game for them. However, New Orleans does have dogs, man. They have dogs. I like Graham. I told you I like Hart. I like Ingram, of course. I like Herbert Jones. I like what they're doing, man. I like what they're doing. So, if anything, this game for me, I would really have to say that if you're going to like New Orleans, maybe take them early. And then if you like New York, take them full game. What do you got here?
Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of in that position where New Orleans is better than we think because of the schedule they've just had, man.
Right. You talked about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy that they got scheduled like this. But I mean, you go back to December, man, I think it was December 28th. And they've just been, it's just Cleveland, Utah, Phoenix, Golden State, Toronto. That was their stretch there where they lost. Then they get Minnesota and the Clippers. They handle both of them, no problem. Then they go at Brooklyn, at Boston. I mean, they've just been playing good teams every night. The Knicks, though, yeah, they're on this little mini skid, but they played good ball in both of those games.
They did.
I'm on the New Orleans side here, but not enough to go bet it. I I think you see another good game here. It's going to remind me stylistically of just that Minnesota Toronto
Mhm.
Knicks game.
Yeah.
New Orleans is going to try and do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Ingram, Valanciunas, they're good enough to keep this game close, man. I wouldn't give the 4 with the Knicks, but yeah, I mean, I think you're right though. If you're going to play this, New Orleans first half might be the way to go
Mhm.
about it.
Mhm.
It just depends what RJ Barrett we get tonight too. Because if RJ Barrett's hot, man, New York could take this thing. But yeah, for me, I'm leaning New Orleans here, man. I think they've just had since they've been healthy, man. They've just kind of had to play the top tier teams every night.
Yeah.
So not good for them for their record.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see Zion this year. I don't know.
No, we're not gonna see him. We're not gonna, bro. Not at all. Not
I
at all.
know
I'll
it's
tell
going
you
to
right
take
now.
him like 6 months to get back in shape, but
Maybe 6 years.
and that boy, man, it reminds me of like Eddie Lacy. Like, dude, just been eating too good since he got to the league.
That good. I'm telling you right now, man. Injury report wise, I guess the main one is Devontae Graham. If he doesn't play, that's kind of
That's
big.
big. Yeah.
That's big, right? So I'd be more inclined to take New York full game. So we'll see. But right now, yeah, I'm not too excited about the action there. Next game we have, man, Phoenix at Dallas. This is Dallas's back-to-back, right? Line on this right now is +2.5, so it's gone down. Money or it's gone. Well, yeah, it's gone down. Guy on couch is like, no, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, it was -3. It's right now -2.5 for the Suns. So it looks like money is coming towards Dallas's side. Total on this game is 214.5, gone down, and then total's gone up, right? Look at this line yesterday. Yesterday it was Phoenix -1.5. That's always a telltale sign, man. They're thinking that Dallas could still probably pull this off, that it's not going to be a blowout, even off their back-to-back. That is, Phoenix still could possibly lose here. I'm telling you, man, it just seems like looking at the matchup and looking at the injuries, you're missing your bigs. And we know how Dallas has dogs. Luka the Don, man, is just playing lights out right now. I think his stats yesterday was just insane, bro.
Yeah, he went off, man. 72 fantasy points, 41 real points,
14 rebounds, dog. I mean, come on, man. Come on.
He had a great game.
He played a lot of minutes, though. 42 minutes, dog. That's a lot. That's a lot. All those guys played, some heavy minutes. They were past the 30-minute mark. Maxi Kleber played the least. Dorian Finney-Smith gave you 35. Kristaps gave you 33. And Jalen Brunson gave you 33. You got the Suns being a better rested team, and you have Dallas, who played a hard game against Toronto but still got it done. I'm leaning the Suns here, but it's funny how this line is going all over the place. So these teams, specifically Dallas, is a very slow team, so it's not like you're running up and down the court, right? The game was 98-102, so it wasn't like there was a lot of points scored. It was just that Dallas was able to control that tempo and make baskets. So if I've got a side here, I would have to go with the Suns, but the line is short. The line is short. I think the books here at this point are being like, the public is going to look at this and say Dallas just played yesterday. They're going to look at that minutes usage, see how good the Suns are being the rested team, and say, I'm going with the Suns. Just like the Cleveland and Chicago game yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas actually won this game, bro. Would not be surprised if they won this game because of what the line is telling me and how low it opened. You feel me? So it's right now, the way this looks is I would bet the better rested team, but it's something I'm staying off of now because the line is dropping. It's going toward Dallas's side after Dallas just played last night. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I mean, I wish it wasn't a back-to-back for Dallas because they would probably be the spot here without Ayton. But off the back-to-back, man, I think Phoenix gets this done.
Mm-hmm.
Way too many minutes last night from Luka. slow game or not, man, it's more about the competitiveness that you see because yeah, they're not running up and down the court, man, but the energy being exerted on the defensive end from this Dallas team
Very
is,
true. Very true.
you know, that's where you gas yourself, man. I mean, these guys are pros, man. They could run up and down the court all day.
Right.
It's when
Right.
you're exerting that full thing against somebody's body on defense, man, that you really see the wear and tear. I think Phoenix handles this game no problem,
Mhm.
just because we see a gassed Luka here tonight. Um,
That's true. I can get behind that and thinking that way, right? I can.
but yeah, I might not bet it because this Dallas team they're for real, man. They're going to be a contender here come the playoffs, um, in the West if they're fully healthy. So
I want to dig deep into those numbers in the Toronto game because was Toronto just off shooting because of the defense, because of the perimeter defense, or did they just have bad shots, right? Because what we know, Chris Paul will get his shot. Devin Booker will get his shot, right? So if it was a case of Toronto just having an off shooting night like they had against Detroit, then that tells me this might be a bad spot for Dallas. Not only because of the back to back, but also because, and I know kind of I'm spitballing here, kind of throwing ideas out for both sides, right? But Toronto almost had that game, yo. It was
yeah,
102 to 98. That
mhm.
was a close game. Toronto's playing good ball, still lost to Detroit, but these were bad shooting nights. I looked, Toronto had they shot 38 from the field, I believe.
It was a
38.
combination. It's a combination of in the beginning it was great defense,
Yeah,
and then it's just one of those mental things. You start getting pushed harder than you've been pushed by other teams because
right,
Dallas is one of the 5 teams in the NBA that play defense still.
right.
Um, and then it's a mental thing. You start rushing your shot because you're expecting them to be there. They had open shots there,
Got you.
but
Got you.
they're in your head. They've been pushed already. You start to expect the defense, and you're just off, man. You're off. It's a different pace. Um, they're getting forced off the 3-point line. It's just a different game when you play against a team in defense, man. Um, and that's why you see such different ball when the playoffs roll around from some of these teams.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
oh man, we're
Few
actually
possessions, right? Yeah.
yeah. You
Yeah.
start teams start clamping down, and all of a sudden it's not free flowing, practice 5-on-5 scrimmage anymore. It's you got to earn your buckets, man.
Right. Right.
Um, DeRozan can't handle that stuff. That's why DeRozan sucks in the playoffs.
That's funny.
These guys, they don't like resistance, man.
Yeah.
So Dallas, though, props to them, man, for playing,
Yeah.
dirty good basketball, man, early in the season. But yeah, I think they're too tired for it here. I think Chris Paul is also one of those guys, man, you're not going to fluster.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You can fluster Van Fleet. You can fluster OG Anunoby. You're not flustering Chris Paul and Devin Booker here. So I think this is a Phoenix side. But, you do risk you're playing a good team here, man. Dallas is good enough to win this game if they come out and look good. But I don't think they're fresh enough. I think this is a Phoenix side here.
I got you. That's funny. Funny the line's so low. There's equal arguments to be made. So right now, yeah, it's no play for me. I get it, man. I'm with it. All right. Nightcap game on the slate, man. Indiana Pacers off their back-to-back going to Golden State. So they're making their Cali road trip here. Right now, the line's at 11.5. It was at 11. Total on this game is 216. That total is the same, rather low scoring. One of these teams is going to score a lot. The other isn't. Right now, if that news has come out about DeMontis, you best believe this line is going to move. Another one about this was a crazy one also. This line, I believe, when it opened yesterday, this line was sitting at 11, dropped to 10, bro. This line dropped to 10. I think 10 is a sweet spot here. Dropped to 10, got to 10.5, and now it's gotten all the way up to 11.5. Might get back to 11, but if that DeMontis Sabonis news comes out, they're going to take this game off the books and probably put it at maybe 13 or so. just depending on what his measured weight is, what he's weighted as far as points. If he doesn't play tonight, which I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, this is a Golden State game all the way. I mean, I think that even with DeMontis anyways, but like you take another big off the floor. You take another big off the floor. That means a lot because Golden State isn't playing big besides Kevon Looney, some other set pieces. You still don't have any Dre. You got Clay, who's gradually starting to come around, which I'm afraid of. I am afraid. Once you take these minutes restrictions off of Clay, it's curtains, man. It is curtains. No Dre, no Andre Iguodala. Otto Porter is even resting, right? And of course, James Wiseman, your big, that you've invested in, is also out. He's been out. I'm telling you, I like Golden State here. I'm not afraid of the points. I do like them here. I'm not afraid of these points at all. But still no play for me. But if I'm going to take Golden State, I might take them early. I might take him early here only because of this DeMontis Sabonis news. So I want to catch the number. Let me see right now. Yeah, it's at 12. I see 12. I see 12 at Bovada. I see 12. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I like Golden State here a lot. It's just one of those things, I don't think they're that good without Draymond Green. And I think we're going to catch them. The books are going to have the line wrong when they actually play a good team. This is not the good team that's going to beat this Warriors team, man. They're also playing very fast right now without Draymond. Kuminga looks, the guy's a beast, man. He's all over the place. Looney looks good on the boards. Yeah, I think Golden State runs Indiana out tonight. Indiana's coming off that back-to-back.
Yeah.
Tough game last night. Went to the wire, basically there with the Lakers. I don't think Sabonis goes tonight. And if you don't have Sabonis in there, LeVert and these guys, they're not going to be able to score enough to keep pace with the way Golden State's shooting the three right now. So Golden State should run away with this game, man.
I'm with it. All right, let's get into. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I think I don't like jumping on games super early in the morning, but yeah, I think this one's gonna go against us here with the spread.
Yeah, so if we like it, we should probably get it now.
Get it now, yeah.
Okay, let's get into our leans.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead, smoked up, got out of bed, gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
All right, for right now, man, my only lean that I have is the New Orleans Pelicans first half and New York Knicks full game. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm going to move the Golden State one to an official. So, yeah, I don't have any leans right now for today.
Okay.
Might dig into some player props later on.
All right, let's get into our official picks.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead, smoked up, got out of bed, gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
I'm going to hold off. No official picks, but I think I'm going to get there with Golden State. I just want to read some news real quick, but that may be the official one. Not right now at this moment. What about you?
Yep, I'm putting them in right now. Golden State, I got it at -11.5. So we are going to make that an official play here.
Okay.
Other than that, though, man, not a big night for basketball. I really wish – I got to look at the schedule. I hope we get back to the – between 5 and 9 game slates. They're a lot easier to focus on, especially for DFS and stuff, man. These 3 games aren't that fun, and then it's just too much with 13, 12 games going on.
Very true. Tomorrow's pretty big slate, man, but yeah, 3 games on today. We will see how it goes. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm telling you right now, man, we're on a roll. We're actually doing pretty good. Back-to-back nights of me of having official plays. James, I see what's good, baby. It's been a pretty good one. So I'm seeing the board clearly. You yourself, Corey, are seeing the board clearly, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate seeing the board clearly finally. Yeah. So that was the show for today, man. Thanks for I was about to say thanks for visiting. I need another cup of coffee, Doug. I'm telling you. It's been a long night. I will see you on tomorrow, Corey. It's been a good one, brother. Let's do it again. Y'all be easy.